The world is stressful today, and now more than ever, we can all use some tools, strategies, and techniques to reduce our stress. And in today's video, I'm going to share my favorite and my top 7 stress relieving tools and strategies. So stick around. If we haven't met yet, I'm Sarah Raymond from the Mindful Movement. And this is an exciting video because it's going to offer you tools and techniques and strategies that you can start using today to reduce your stress. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So the first exercise or technique is using your 5 senses to bring yourself into the present moment. And let me start by sharing why it's important to bring yourself into the present moment. When you find yourself reliving the past, that can sometimes cause a feeling of depression or sadness. Or if you're looking to the future and planning and worrying, that can cause a feeling of anxiety or overwhelm or stress. So in both of those states, when we're thinking about the past or we're worrying about the future, we're not in the present moment. And when you can root yourself in the present moment, that's where you can be calm. That's where you can find peace, joy, fulfillment, because we really only have this moment. So now using your 5 senses to get back into the present moment is really simple and really effective. So your 5 senses, seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, touching. So using those 5 senses will allow you to come back into the present. So you just pause when you find yourself sad or anxious and you say, okay, what am I seeing? Maybe you name a couple things in the space that you're in that you see. What am I hearing? What are the noises around you? What are you feeling? What are the sensations in your body? Do you feel your clothes, the air, the surface that you're sitting on? So seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting. What are some of the flavors of the food that you're eating, or just residual taste in your mouth? And finally, what are you smelling? Are there any smells on your body, any smells in the air around you? And that could take as little as 30 seconds, or perhaps you extend this practice a little bit longer if you have the time and space to do so. The next strategy is using a humming breath. So you would inhale just as you normally do through your nose, and then the exhale, you're simply creating a humming noise. And you would hum your exhale for as long as you can, even using it to extend the length of your exhale. And what this does is it will stimulate the vagus nerve, which is the nerve that helps regulate the nervous system. We won't get into too much detail on that, as we'll have another video on that coming up shortly. But with the humming exhale, you can do this for as little as a minute, or as long as 5 to even 10 minutes. And just take note of the state that you're in prior to beginning, and then notice the difference of the state that you're in when you finish this humming practice. It's really profound, and it's truly one of my favorite activities to help me calm down and reduce my stress level. So I hope you find value in it too. So the next activity I would call self-hugging or self-massage even. And essentially what you're doing is you're creating pressure and contact with yourself. You can do this with your eyes closed, if it's safe, or open, and just moving your hands down the length of your arm, squeezing and releasing. Or maybe you prefer a gentle brush. That's fine too. You can massage your face, jaw, neck, hands. So start to practice this and explore what your body responds well to. And you might find that it's a different tool or technique than I offered just now, or maybe you find one of the ones that I offered really useful. So the more you practice, the more you'll get to know what is best for you and your body. So I encourage you to start that as soon as possible. So the next activity is a grounding. And what you'll have to do for this is, if you can, barefoot, outside, in the grass. All you're doing is standing. You're connecting the surface of your feet with the earth. and you're using the energy of the earth to help ground you. If it makes sense to lay down, you're welcome to try that as well. So more of your body is making contact with the earth below you. This is also great for if you have jet lag. So get yourself grounded and calm and reduce your stress using the power and the energy of the earth. Next, we have using your breath specifically with a slow exhale. And if you like to count, you can use a 2-4 or a 3-6 breath. So that's inhaling for the count of 2, exhaling for the count of 4. As long as your exhales are twice as long as your inhales, you can use any count that you'd like. Additionally, another common counting method is inhale for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. So both of those counting patterns are focused on elongating or slowing down your exhale, and that can be extremely calming. So for either of those counting patterns, inhale through your nose, and then you can try either exhaling through your mouth or through your nose. And again, look at your state or consider your state before you start. And then in comparison, when you're finished, notice how you're feeling. And that way you can see which of these tools really work for you. And next I have meditation, prayer, or silent contemplation. So of course I'm going to include that because we offer so many guided meditation practices, and that's really a big part of who we are at the Mindful Movement. So choosing to close your eyes when it's safe, let your attention go inward. And again, this is a way to come back into the present moment. So I hope that you give meditation, prayer, or silent contemplation a try to help you calm your nervous system, to calm yourself down and reduce stress. And then next we have some eye movement exercises. So the one that I would offer for you to help calm your nervous system is moving between a far focus and a near focus. So you might use, let's say, your thumb. So you look at your thumb, you focus on your thumb, and that's a close object that you're focusing on. And then find a tree off in the distance, or if you're inside of a building, look out the window and see a building in the distance. And essentially you're going to go between the close focal point and the far focal point, and you move your eyes between those 2 points, and you just pause on each one until you find focus, and then you go to the next one. And you can do that for 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, and you'd be surprised how that can really help you to calm yourself down and feel like you've let go of some of the stress and tension that might be building up in your body. So again, practice all of these at various times and see what works best for you. And then if you still want more support, more community, more resources around letting go of stress and tension, I would encourage you to check out our previous video that talks about the wonderful resource that is the Mindful Movement's Member Oasis, where you can access all of our content ad-free with the community and with our members only content and group coaching calls. So check out that video next to learn what it's about.